Wall Street is gearing up for a rally today. As we head into the month of March, U.S. futures point to a gain of over 0.5% for the equity averages. Fed rate hike expectations are driving up the broader market in the aftermath of Trump's speech to Congress. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump's address was reserved and minimal on details. And in the previous session, U.S. indices closed lower as the Dow failed to record its 13th consecutive positive day. Now, shares in the automobiles as well as components, consumer durables and apparel, and semiconductor equipment sectors lost momentum. And in the previous session on the data front, GDP remained unchanged quarter in Q4 with the gain of 1.9%. Separately, personal consumption advanced 3% in Q4 from an increase of 2.5% in the previous quarter. And the Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index rose to 114.8 in February. As for your events, risk and decliners, 70% of S&P 500 constituents traded lower yesterday. And in after-hours trade, Salesforce reported quarterly earnings and revenue that beat expectations, but its forward guidance for next quarter was slightly below forecast. Q4 adjusted EPS came in at 28 cents on revenue of $2.29 billion. And despite raising its full-year guidance, the company expects acquisition-related margin pressure in the first half of next year, alongside some seasonal pressures around invoicing. In terms of today's earnings, we will be getting quarterly results out from Broadcom, Lowe's, Monster Beverage, Dollar Tree, and Best Buy. Taking a look at overseas markets, Asian markets were higher today with the Nikkei up 1.4%, the Hang Seng gaining 0.15%, and South Korea's Kospi gaining 0.3%. Meanwhile, European indices are gaining ground. And for the S&P 500, a further advance is expected on an intraday basis. Trading Central analysts prefer long positions above 23.66 with targets at 23.78 and 23.84 in extension. As for the Nasdaq, the upside prevails, and for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, further upside is expected.